guys? We are back with Season 2 of the App State Dynasty season. The first game of the year, we're playing against our arch nemesis rivals in the Deeper Than Hate rivalry game. Let's get this thing started. Cameron Peoples, a senior this year, looking for him to have a massive season. Guys, I don't know about you, but I am extremely excited. I'm pumped for the start of this year too, to see what our team is like. Last year, we really had a fantastic start of the season. That is a terrible run to start it out though. We ended up having a fantastic year last year, won our bowl game, broke some of those recruiting restrictions, which was fantastic. It's a nice catch for Dalton Stroman. This year, we are in the ACC as our new conference, since we really kind of just dominated last year being in the Sun Belt. It was just too easy competition, so we had to ramp it up a little bit. Brady McBride is our new starting quarterback this year. Interested to see how he does. And he just gets leveled on that play. Goodness, that corner had his number. We definitely don't want to take that many shots like that. Phew. But we also have Christian Horn as a receiver. We haven't really had a chance to use him because he was redshirted last year, as he gets a nice 3-yard gain on the wide receiver screen. Christian Horn's one of the faster players on our offense, so we'll see how using him is going to be pretty nice potentially. And we just couldn't get it off in time. We're going to get sacked and we're going to have to punt that away. Good coverage from them. On defense, first time seeing all these new faces out here. We have 2 true freshmen defensive ends. See how they can do in the run game. Hopefully we're so much better up front with our front 8. We also ended up swapping to a 4-3 defense instead of a 3-4, now that we have some better defensive linemen rather than only having linebackers. And that is just blown up. Great defense. 3rd and 6. See if our defense can come up big here on the play. And Ronald Clark is there, and he's going to jump over him for a first down. That is a fantastic play by the running back. Jalen White just made a great individual play. Ronald Clark missed the tackle. He was the only one there to be able to stop him before the first. I really remember them being a much more run-heavy team. And Omari Filia with the fantastic TFL coming in from the corner spot. Omari Filia, one of those redshirt corners that we had. He was a freshman last year. We redshirted him to have a little bit more depth this year. And Ronald Clark just to break that up. Good play. I said Ronald Clark, but that was definitely Nick Ross, so credit to him. Big thing is he's a senior this year, so it's going to be interesting to see what safety we can have in his place. And that's another good screen, but Brendan Harrington in there for the tackle. The only true freshman starter we have on this offense is our 5th receiver, Tim Cox. So he probably won't get a ton of playing time. Cameron Peoples can't get anything going. He seems so slow back there. See if we can get on 3rd and long now. And he just couldn't get it off. The rush is intense right now. I've not really had a chance to see what Brady McBride can do as our quarterback yet, and he's gonna fumble the ball, and that's gonna be a touchdown. That is not how we wanted to start this game, and it's not gonna be reviewed. Oh my goodness, we have not been able to run the ball at all, and we really need to get a run game going here because they're just sending the house every time, and that's only 1 yard. Gonna have to figure something out here. And he just doesn't have any time back there. Another sack. 3rd and very long now. Gonna throw a good pass to Caden Robinson. He's gonna fumble it, but he gets the first down. That was such a clutch throw and catch to Caden Robinson. He really needs to take over as our number 1 receiver this year. Cameron Peoples is going to cut back and get 4 yards, as that's all he could get. Hoping we can get Dalton Stroman more involved. Trying to see if we can also get Deshaun Davis more involved with some of these run plays. And he just couldn't get around the edge. Gets 2 yards. So far, really the only thing working for us are these quick slants. And that's a good throw. Dalton Stroman drops the touchdown. I cannot believe Dalton Stroman just dropped that. Such an easy catch, forcing us to have to punt that off. That's so unlucky. And that's a great fake by the quarterback, and he's going to get 15 yards on the read option. Gotta see if we can do something to mess with them. We're going to try to bring a little bit more pressure. And Ronald Clark is going to be, or I keep saying Ronald Clark, that's Nick Ross, another 4-yard TFL. But we definitely got to straighten up, because being in the ACC this year, we're going to be playing a lot harder competition. And we can't be allowing whatever this is. A huge 5-yard loss, as that's going to end the first quarter. third and very long. Can we get a stop? That's going to be a good throw, and he drops it. It's incomplete, and there it's going to have to bring up a punt team. They have sacked us 4 times to start this game. Oof. And it's 6-yard gain, though. If Caden was a little faster, that could have been real nice. We need to get this run game going. Cameron Peoples, as a senior this year, needs to take charge. And he is just going to be gobbled up for another 2 yards. See if we can hit him with another quick slant. That's been our success, and he drops it again. Another big drop that would have got a first down. Coach calls on us to go for it. I don't know how I feel about the decision. We have a triple option. We'll see how it goes. Dalton Stroman involved, and Cameron Peoples has a nice gain up the middle for 11 and a first down. See if we can hit them here with their aggression against them, and Cameron's going to make the catch, but he's going to lose 3. Second and long here now. Oh, and that one almost could have been picked. Great coverage by the slot corner to cover 2 people there. See what we can pick up on third and long. Gonna be a good throw, and he just got undercut by the corner. It really could have been a complete pass. Dalton just didn't put any effort into it. Our freshman punter's been getting a lot of work in, and that's just not exactly what we're looking for here. First and 10 for Georgia Southern, and that's a bad pass over the middle. So far, it still seems like a lot of man coverage is probably the move this year for defense as well. We'll see what we can get on them here. And Nick Ross all the way there, a 3-yard TFL. Great job by the safety. We've been doing pretty good against their run game today. It's mainly been the pass that's been doing pretty good. But that strip sack fumble really was the difference maker so far in this game. And that almost could have been intercepted by Milan Tucker. He dropped the big interception. So starting out in excellent field position this time, Brady McBride's going to get 4 yards on the read option. I feel like our only way that we've been even moving the ball is with read options and triple options today. Cameron Peoples gets decked for a loss of 1. We have the freshman Tim Cox in here this time. Good throw to Christian Horn. Does he have enough for the first? He does. See if we can get back into the run game again. A good chance for Cameron Peoples as he's got space and he's finally pushed out after 18. Cameron looked a whole lot faster that time. See if we can have another one here. See if we can run, have a little motion with Caden Robinson. Cameron's going to get a nice spin move, and he's going to get another 5. I haven't tried many up the middle runs. Let's see if we can get him with a little dive play. He gets some nice space. He's fighting his way, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. The grown man's strength from Cameron Peoples able to push him in, and we're going to tie this game up. They've been coming out in a ton of 4 wide sets. Let's see what we have here for 4 wide sets this year, and their quarterback makes a good move, but he's still going to lose 3. Milan Tucker there for another TFL. Ryan Simmons, that true freshman defensive end, he missed the tackle on that last one. We'll see if it hurts us here, but good job filling the gaps, and he has nowhere to run. Another gain of nothing. True freshman number 96, Mike Mayhew, was able to fill that gap on the outside and force that run to be contained. Great job from him. That's a good throw, and they're not going to get the first. They're held to 1 yard short in a punt situation. See if we can try another screen. The last one did not work so well, and neither did this one. I think we're going to take that out of our playbook the rest of this game. Slants have been our go-to. See if we can get a little more room in here, and a good throw to Caden Robinson. He's going to pick up 11, and it's 3rd and short. Let's see if we can hit him with something underneath here. Oh, and he had a guy underneath, but he just couldn't get it off. Another sack. That's 5 at least. We really haven't lost anybody in the offensive line, which is concerning since we have a 5 senior lineup. And they're going to run with it, and he's just going to be gobbled up for only a 2-yard gain, but Mike Mayhew is there. Actually, no, that was Ryan Simmons. That's something we needed. You know, having Mike Mayhew and Ryan Simmons in there as those young guys have some energy out there, see if they can use that to be able to help us get some TFLs and things. And that could have been intercepted. Milan Tucker thought about it and then stopped. Only a minute left in this half. They're trying to come down the field and see if they can take the lead again. Gonna just drop it off, and it's incomplete. They heard footsteps from Andrew Parker. Gonna guess pass here. Probably accurate, and he's gonna run with it, and Nick Ross levels the quarterback for a gain of 1. Nick Ross has been exceptional this year so far, and that is another only gain of 1. We're gonna call our timeout there. 1st and 10. See about going pretty long here. That could be bad, and it's intercepted. It was a bad pass. The safety played it so well, and that's a turnover. Honestly, for placement, it wasn't the worst placement in the world. It was just a bad decision to be able to throw that pass. We really were expecting that the safety was going to stick with the tight end, but he did not. Now, our defense needs to come up big. We need to not let them get any yards here so that they can't get a field goal. We'll see what they try to do. And that is a big sack. I want to say that was Ryan Simmons who got in there. They're looking like they're going to try to do a screenplay. And Nick Ross is going to take him down. It's not enough. So after just running the clock out to end the half to get us to the 3rd quarter, we'll see what we can do on defense here the next time. And that is a good run up the middle for 14 yards. That was a huge gap. Got Nick Ross down in the nickel corner spot for this next one. See what they could do, and they're going to drop that one. We have another 5 wide set. They are really airing it out in this game. They're just going to run the ball with a quarterback, and Andrew Parker's there. He's still going to gain 4, though, somehow. So far, I've really only had that 1 sack. Haven't had a lot of pressure developed on them, but also hasn't really been a lot of opportunity to. And that's intercepted by Ethan Johnson, and he might take this thing. Is he fast enough? I don't know if he is. He's not, but he's down at the 10. Ethan Johnson taking over as the CB1, able to pick off the quarterback and put us in an excellent spot to be able to take the lead. That interception from Ethan Johnson puts us in excellent field position. Cameron Peoples trying to knife his way forward. He gets 7. About 4 yards away from the end zone and taking the lead. He's going to go up the middle, and he's in for the touchdown. And we have our first lead in this rivalry game. Guys, big players show up in big games. And right now, Ethan Johnson is showing up. Nick Ross there to help make the tackle. See what we can do on 2nd down. Oh, that's a great play call. Amari Filio's our only hope, and he makes the tackle. We blitzed the guy from that exact spot. Unlucky for us. We tried to mix it up, call a little bit of a zone blitz, and came back to bite us. See what we can do on this next down, and he's going to get sacked. Is that Hansky Palient? Yes, it is. He gets the sack. That's our 2nd sack of the day. Gonna try it again. See what we get this time, and that's a good play call because it's a blitz for the draw. Mike Mayhew in there with that tackle was real big. And that, he gets it off, but Milan Tucker's going to get the pick. And that's going to be a pick 6. I don't know how he broke that tackle, but it worked out in our favor because he just threw the worst pass I've ever seen. Their quarterback broke the tackle from the sack and threw off of his foot and threw it right to Milan Tucker for the interception. We've thrown in some different coverages, we've mixed things up, and they have worked out so much in our favor as our defense has really started to clamp up right now. And that is a good throw over the middle for 14 to Bo Johnson. Boys, it's engage 8 time. I know that this has got to be some sort of run here, you would think. And it's going to be a run, and he's got space. Don't tell me it's enough. It is. He's going to have a touchdown. That's so unfortunate. We had everybody lean towards the right, and it was a run to the left. We took a chance, and it did not work out in our favor. Oh, my goodness. Guys, that was literally some deja vu from the last time we played, because I'm pretty sure they did that exactly to us last time we played, too, which was super unfortunate then. Nice run from Brady. See what we can get on 1st down. They're going to blitz, and he has some room. Tim Cox, the freshman wide receiver. He looks massive out there. Try another read option here on 1st down. Going to be another run with the quarterback, and he has a nice shifty cut move to get 9. So we can get Caden Robinson involved in the action here. And not able to pitch it. Good tackle from their corner. Not sure if we'll have enough time for this longer developing play. See if we can dump it off, and Stroman's going to make the catch, but he's not able to fight for the first. After the great punt from our freshman punter, we're in excellent field position to be able to stop them here. Nick Hampton is there. They're still breaking tackles, and he gets 3. After that last long touchdown, I just never want to mass blitz again, because every time I do, they burn us. And Ronald Clark's there for a nice tackle. They're only going to gain 1. So when we just come out in regular coverage and just let them beat themselves, I mean, we play a solid form of defense. It's just whenever we're sending stuff. And that is a good pass. He's not going to get the first. Amari Filia makes a nice, sure tackle, and it's going to bring up 4th down. It's like they might be sending another blitz here. See what happens. Brady McBride's going to have some room, and he's going to fight his way for the first. Oh, he almost got the first. 10 yards. Trying to just run the ball a lot in this game. We haven't had success passing. And Cameron Peoples almost is able to bounce it all the way back, but he gets 3 and the first. It's been making it tough for us to pass because they're just blitzing so much that is what's really difficult. And Cameron's going to get 1 on the dump off. See if we can get Horn involved on the play again. He just throws it too late, I think, that he just can't cut up field fast enough. See if we can get on to this next down here. 3rd and short. Going to have some room over the middle. He throws a bad pass. He had a wide open Christian Horn over the middle. Trying for the field goal to put us up again. And we do. We're up by 10 now. 1st and 10 for them again. They're going to have some sort of dump off. And Andrew Parker will make the tackle, but he already gains 8. See what they have on 2nd and 2. They're going 5 wide again. Going to run the ball, and Nick Ross is going to get a good hit on him, but he still gains 5. We even had a spy out there, too. The problem is just having all these corners out here. The tackling is not high enough. And Clark's going to make a nice tackle for 5 again. Just not a fan when they're going this 5 wide stuff. Going to throw. That's a good throw. That's an excellent throw by their quarterback. Here they go again with this Wildcat. It's been torching us all the time. See if we can get him this time. And that is it. Andrew Parker blows it up. Not this time, guys. Try to see if we have another zone blitz in store this time for us. Good throw, and Ronald Clark's going to make the tackle. Gains 5. Gets 4. 3rd and 7. Big possession for Georgia Southern. Can they do something about it? That's a good throw, but he dropped it. Wow. Going 4 wide, but I don't really want to come out in quad formation because I want more linebackers in case of the run. Just want to be safe with it. And it is, oh my goodness, Nick Ross. If you're 1 speed faster, you couldn't get that interception. He was double covered and made a great throw and catch. Oh, I don't know how you don't attempt to catch that. Nick Ross read that all the way from the beginning, but was not able to make the play. Good run again from Jalen White, as he's been destroying us also today. See what they have is they're now in the red zone. Yeah, they're in the red zone. Ronald Clark is there, but he's gonna break the tackle and still gains 2. I think he's injured, though. Apparently, we just need to keep all of our linebackers out here because our corners in here, they just can't tackle to save their life. And that is a good catch, and they're going to lose 4, though. Barely got that off while the quarterback got leveled by Mike Mayhew. The running back should be back. It's a will return soon injury, which doesn't seem too shabby then. And that is almost intercepted by Ethan Johnson. I really don't trust this team for a second. We're coming out in our regular defense here. They're going to put that up, and he barely gets that. All right, we need to run the ball, move the clock, just drain the clock down. That is our goal for this time. And a good run for 5 for Peoples. See what we can get on 2nd down and 5. Gonna have a toss play. They haven't worked so far for us, but we will get the first and stay in bounds. Trying to move this clock down just over 4 minutes now. Still up by 7. And Cameron gets leveled. I think we want to see about possibly doing a read option here, hoping they're all going to fall for it. And it looks like they did fall for it, and he's going to get 10 yards on the run. Brady McBride's going to set us up well. 1 yard away from them being able to start calling their timeouts. This is a big first down pickup for us, and we will get it. Down to about 2.5 minutes. We need a first down to ice this game. Cameron's going to fight for a 5-yard gain. Going to try our first run with Nate Noel. We had him redshirted last year, and he looks pretty speedy actually coming out of the backfield as he's going to pick up that first. Let's see if we can get on first down. Going to run up the middle and just nothing doing there. Lose a yard. 1 first down away from victory in this game. Can't get the edge, and they're going to call their final timeout. It's 3rd and 10. The coach wanted us to be complacent with running the ball and just punting it away. I really don't want to do that. We're going to see if we can pick it up. Stay somewhat aggressive. Don't have to be super aggressive. Christian Horn's going to make the catch, but it's going to be short for a 4th and 2. It's too short for us to get a field goal. I think we have to go for it. If we get this first down, we end the game. Here we go. Big play, and Cameron's going to fight for it, and he gets the first, and that should ice it. And so that is going to end the game. We are going to come away with the victory, 24-17 in the Deeper Than Hate rivalry game rematch as we claim another win and just to show our superiority in this rivalry matchup. So we're 2-0 on the series and 1-0 in the season so far. So that is a great start to the season. Overall, on offense, we just really didn't get it going very well on offense. Our defense really made the difference with those 2 interceptions, setting us up in fantastic position to be able to put ourselves ahead and to win this game. Our offense really let us down. That turnover that counted as 7 points for them really put us in a hole early, and we just really couldn't get it offensively together at all. Cameron Peoples, though, had a solid game in the end with 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Looking at the game stats, we were Brady McBride, 14 for 20 for 78 yards, a pick. He was sacked 5 times. He was just under duress all game long. It was just rough to try to throw it. So we tried to find success on the ground, and Cameron Peoples had 105 yards and 2 touchdowns. Brady McBride ended up making his yards, still negative 12, but he had a lot of rushing yards that kind of helped to catch up on those sack yards he lost. Receiving, we just really couldn't get anything going, like I said, just because we were under so much pressure. Defensively, Nick Ross, 10 tackles to start the year. Fantastic. Brendan Harrington, also in his first game, starting as that right outside linebacker, also fantastic with 2 TFLs. Mike Mayhew making a big difference in his first game. 3 tackles, 2 TFLs, and a sack. Ryan Simmons ended up getting 1 tackle in his debut. Milan Tucker, though, first game starting, gets a pick 6. Fantastic. Ethan Johnson, another interception also. These two really did some excellent defensive coverage together. So after advancing to the next week, now we're playing Florida State, and this one might be pretty tough. This might go bad. Guys, it is time to play Florida State. In the first time we're ever playing against a really ranked opponent, a good opponent, and let's see how we do. Florida State is ranked the 18th team in the country. They have been playing some excellent football over the past few seasons, and they are all over us there. They have a 95 overall defense. This is the toughest defense we have ever had to play against. And Christian Horn makes the nice catch for 10, and it's 3rd and 2. This is really going to be a true test to see how good our school has become to start the season. And Cameron Peoples has a nice run up the middle for 15 yards and a first down. I feel like their team is significantly faster than ours, which is going to be an issue for us probably going down the stretch. And that is just blown up in the backfield for a 2-yard loss. I don't know about you guys, but I really think we need a faster tight end, or a faster fullback rather, because our tight end is playing fullback, and I think he's been kind of hurting us. Good deflection by the defensive end. See what we can do on 3rd and 12. Don't really want to get into this far yardage situation. And just threw it underneath too far. It's incomplete, and we're going to have to punt. So we'll see how we stack up against them on offense. They actually have 2 offensive linemen that are injured in this game. Both their center and their right guard are out for 2 weeks. So we'll see how they do. But Jordan Travis is going to be a handful for us today, I think. And a good tackle from Amari Filias. That could have been a whole lot more, but they get 8 yards still out of it. So far to this point, we've really been able to have our man coverage be the difference maker in these games. And playing against superior talent, we might not be able to do that on defense. So we'll have to see what they allow us to do. As that is a great run from Jordan Travis, and he's going to get 14 yards and a first down. And Jordan Travis is injured on the second play of the game. I mean, this could be really big. Let's see who the backup is for them, but that's a good run, but great. I don't know who that is, but they just laid lumber. Oh, that was Nick Ross. Good hit. Looks like just a bruised sternum for Jordan Travis. He will return soon, so that is a good sign for Florida State, bad sign for us, as they have been just running the ball a lot so far. They're going to try to sneak out with it, and he just gets 3 yards and gets tripped up. Nothing doing there. Their 93 overall offense is probably going to be a handful for us. Also the best offense that we have ever faced so far in this history of this franchise. So we're going to see what we can do. And that is a big hit, and it's going to be 4th and 1. I think they're probably in field goal range, though. Looks like they're going for it, boys. Let's see what we can do. Don't really want to run commit, ideally. But they are going to run with it, and they might have a touchdown. I don't know what we can do here, and that's just excellent blocking. There was nobody at all on the left side of the field. For zone coverage, that was terrible. All right, 1st and 10. Let's see what we can do on this. Oh, my goodness. That was a terrible pass. I hit the wrong button. And that is terrible. I'm pretty sure it's also a face masking, so not how we want to start that game at all. We are going to have our work cut out for us in this series for sure. We cannot be making mistakes like that. Quarterback getting his first chance in there, and what a missed tackle from I don't know who that. Nick Hampton just completely overran it. See what we can do on 2nd down, and that's a good tackle. Nick Hampton makes a TFL that time. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 in the goal line. What are they gonna do? And he's not gonna get it. It's 4th and inches. They are going for it. They definitely have no respect for us right now. I don't blame them as to why. And they're gonna hold them. Huge tackle. We had the call we needed. We blitzed 5, and it was just enough to tackle Travis in the backfield. Fantastic play from Brendan Harrington to be able to give us a possession now, as we're gonna hold him to no points. See what we can do on 2nd and 7. Just trying to get something to happen here. He had some room, but it was just a bad throw. That was a lot to ask of him to throw that on the run. 3rd and 7 this time. Throws it quick to Dalton Stroman, and he's going to pick up the first. That's just what we got to do. We got to stay short. Got to get some momentum. See if we can get Christian Horn involved in the action. Going to have a nice run to him for 7 yards as he falls forward. Our double pivot play worked so well last year, but towards the end of last year, it started to really not work too great for us. That might be bad. And, oh, that was a perfect pass, but Deshaun dropped it. I thought for a minute he was going to lead him too far. See what we can do. Empty on 3rd down. Gonna have a good throw, and Deshaun's going to hold on to it that time for a first down for 21 yards. An excellent throw from the quarterback over the linebacker's head. I mean, if Brady McBride can throw passes like that all season, this might be a lot better. Gonna have a good chance for a run. If they would have just hit that block, we could have been to the house. Don't know if we're putting too much emphasis on our run game early in this game, but we really want to establish something. And Cameron Peoples has a nice run up the middle for 11 yards. 3rd and short. See about another read option play for the quarterback, and Brady McBride's going to pick up 8 and a first down. Probably be the last play of the first quarter. See if we can get a little motion in here. See if we can fool him a little bit. Tried to be patient, but just couldn't get much there. Only gets 1. So after 1 quarter, I mean, I'm not necessarily opposed to how we've been playing so far. Good catch from Dalton Stroman. He's going to pick up another 14 yards and a first down. Just find the open man and feed him the ball. That's what we need to do. Can he get there with speed? He might be fast enough. He's just not. Gets 6 more yards, though. So far, the option game has been our friend against this Florida State team. trying to use their speed players against them. Gets 3 yards with Brady McBride. Really want to have a setup play here with this end around so we can come back to it later on in the game. And that's a good run up the middle for Peoples. He's going to get 3 yards and another first. Last time we did this with Christian Horn, he had a nice little run, so we'll see if we can do it again. Christian's going to get some space, and he gets 10 yards and almost another first. Starting to wear this defense down with our run game. Let's see if we can motion the tight end over. Does he have enough speed? He does not. He's going to lose 2. He was running pretty fast that time, but good job splitting the gap. If we can have another play here with Caden Robinson, he's going to run forward and get the first. This wide receiver running has been working for us so far in this game. I wanted to see about hitting him with a fullback play, but I really don't think it's the move. I think the move is to audible out and try to see if we can hit him with a power O. Too many guys up the middle. Let's see if this is the move. And it looks like that is... Oh, it should be the play call, but I didn't want to dive and fumble it. Basically the inch-yard line. We'll try to power this through, and we do. It's all tied up. Good drive from us. So after the huge 19-play drive, puts us back to a tie game. Expecting them to go right back to this triple option mumbo-jumbo here. And they are going to run into a handful of defenders for a loss of 4. Mike Mayhew and Ethan Johnson in on the stop. Actually, that was Ethan Johnson and Jordan Earl. Having so many guys that start with the 90s something on the defensive line makes it a little tough to remember which one's which. See if they have another run here, and Nick Ross is going to make that sure tackle for 6-yard gain only. Right now, that's all I'm asking. Just make the sure tackle. Don't need the big hit. We just want to be consistent and make the tackles. That was a great throw over Andrew Parker's head. Jordan Travis gets his first pass and his first completion in the game. Surprised that there's 4 minutes left in the second quarter whenever that is the first one. And that was an unbelievable play. They had us fold so badly we thought it was a screen pass and someone slipped out for 50 yards on us. That is what we get for being so aggressive on that play call, and that is very bad. Another just one play makes a huge difference. That's a great tackle. Mike Mayhew has been making a solid difference for us this year so far, just in this 2-game stretch. He had some solid plays last game as well. And Jordan Travis is going to have some room, and he breaks the tackle, and he's in for the touchdown. Guys, man, just the ability for them to score in like 6 or 7 plays for a drive really makes a huge difference in this game because we have to bleed the clock dry to get down the field. See if we can hit them with a little bit of slants here. They were our friend last week. Good catch, Christian Horn, and he's there for 14 yards and a first. Christian Horn's really been our jack of all trades so far this season. He's been doing really well. We'll see how he kind of progresses. And Cameron's going to make a nice move, and he's going to get 3 out of it. See if we can fool him here. We had a couple of these where we faked the end around. We're going to actually try to give it to him this time. And Horn will get somewhere, but he's not quite fast enough to get around number 7. 3rd and 7. See what we can pick up quick here. See if there's something for us. That is a good throw. Robinson's going to make the catch, and he's pushed out of bounds for 25. It's amazing when we actually have enough time in the pocket. We don't have that very often, but when we do, it makes a big difference. And that is exactly what I'm talking about. See if we can get on 2nd and 21. See if we can just get a couple yards or something here. Not much happening there. We're just going to have to throw that away. 2nd and 21. Looks like they're coming in hot here. And that was an excellent play by the corner. I really thought he was going after the outside route, and he fooled me so bad. Oh, another mistake for Brady. The way he had that leverage going, I really thought he was going to try to jump the route on that outside. And that's a good TFL there. There's only one. They're on the 1-yard line, actually. Like, there's not a lot of room here. And Nick Ross is going to be there for another tackle, no gain. See if we can send some pressure here. Can we try to play with Ryan Simmons and send a little pressure? And that's going to be a tackle for no gain at all. We'll take our last time out. See what we can do to block this punt. Potentially, they get it off. That's crazy to actually get that off. Deshaun's going to have some space. Is he fast enough is the question. He's not quite. See what we can get on this next possession here. A good route to Tim Cox, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds for 21. The true freshman making his name known here. Let's see what we can get on the next possession here. And that's going to be bad. That's not exactly what we wanted at all. We're going to need a fast incompletion or something here. Second and very long now. See what we can do. See if we can just run with it. And just going to run out of bounds. It's unfortunate. Wasn't really quite sure if we were going to be able to get that off. A sack would have effectively ended the whole quarter, which would have been the worst thing possible. And a good throw and out of bounds. Is it in field goal range is the question. Should be. It is up and it is good as we make the field goal just to barely spare some points before the half. At this point, I don't even care. I've been here before. They've destroyed us before on stuff like this. We're just going 3 deep so that they can't score a touchdown. They call a timeout with 1 second left. Okay. And, yep, we're going to do it again. See if they're going to throw it or run with it. They're going to throw it deep. And it is incomplete, knocked down. Unlucky we didn't get the touchdown there as we threw that second interception. But we did end up getting a field goal out of it. Got some points. We do still need a field goal to win anyway. So now we can get our touchdown. And a good tackle from Ronald Clark because he's going to lose 2. And it might be a little early for us to be taunting him, guys. We're still down. They're just running the ball so much so far in this game. And what a play. Jordan Travis again just breaking tackles. He's so hard to bring down right now. Problem is just every time we bring linebackers in there, their wide receivers destroy us. We just have to hope that they're not passing every time I bring in a linebacker. That's going to be 4th and 4, a big tackle from Ryan Simmons. Well, that was about the best thing that could have started here for us, I think. And that is a good play. He gets 8 yards on the run. Cameron Peoples broke 100 yards rushing in the first game. We'll see if he can get to it again. He's at 50 yards. Might be a little difficult here, but he's going to run up the middle and get a handful more. Another 6 and a first down. We've been really relying on the run game, and that's been our strength of the past 2 seasons. And a try to run, but not much happening on that one. It's just so up and down against them. They're so fast defensively. See if we can potentially bring in a read option here. Gonna run with it. It might have been a quarterback keeper that time. So we can get on 3rd and 9. Gonna throw it, and he doesn't get the first. Caden couldn't keep his feet in bounds. It is 4th and 1. They have everybody on the line right now. And we are gonna run up the middle and get 4 yards and a first down. That's a huge chain mover. Good play. Our coach had a good call on telling us to go for it there. I was a little skeptical about doing it, but we did, and it paid off as we're gonna move the chains. The tight end gets a good block this time, and we're going to get another first down with Cameron Peoples for 11. Try to switch it up a little bit, get another one of these triple options in here. And that's a good play to Horn, and he's got some space and gets 5. It really looked like closer to 7, but it's 5 anyway. So far, they haven't consistently had an answer for our run game. We have been able to kind of run it a decent amount. They'll have some plays like that where we don't get anything. See if we can stay short on 3rd and 5. And, oh, he couldn't get it off. He had a guy to the left short, and he couldn't get off the pass. So after the punt, they have another chance to put up more points on the board. They're probably going to continue to try to run this clock out, as they've been doing pretty well at it so far. Good tackle. They're going to get 11, though. I almost feel like we just got to start zero blitzing on first down. I mean, it's 90% of the time it's a run. Good tackle from Brendan Harrington. Brendan has definitely been one of the bright spots so far at the beginning of this year. He's really made a handful of solid plays. Good throw, and Parker's going to take him down before the first. 3rd and inches. 3rd and so close to the first. We're calling a blitz here just in case. We want to be ready for it to be a run, and we are there for the tackles. Ryan Simmons is going to take him down for a TFL. A 3-yard loss, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. 1st and 10. The run game, he got stuck on his own man. He had so much room. That's so unlucky. Don't really want to go super deep here, but I just kind of want to see what they give us. That is a good throw, and Tim Cox has some room, and he's going to get a huge gain of about 30-something down to just outside the 30. An excellent time for that play call as they sent a blitz, and it was just 0-man coverage everywhere, and the wide receiver was able to burn him there. See what we can get here on the screen. It's a good play call, and the screen is going to pay off well as Cameron Peoples is going to get 22 yards on the blitz. We are down to the 10-yard line with 25 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Trying to see what we can get here as Cameron's going to stiff arm his way down for 5. See if we can get Dalton Stroman involved in the action here. I do like how this is set up as he's gonna fumble the football. He's going to fumble the football, and I think he's on the 1. Actually, it's a safety. It's a safety. He picked up the ball, dropped back into his own end zone, and got tackled for a safety. What just happened? That is the craziest thing that I've even seen in a long time. Dalton Stroman needs to not fumble that football or else we're up, but still, that is insane. Now we have to drive the field all over again to put up points. And Cameron's going to get about 3. Kind of feeling it might have been worth me challenging that, even though we scored points. But that's going to be a good run. Christian Horn's going to get a few yards, and he's down to the 50. We're just pounding the rock right now, and it's been pretty effective. Just running the ball up the middle and gets another 4 yards for Cameron. I feel like Cameron's got to be tired at this point. He's been running the ball a lot lately. And he's going to get no gain there. 3rd and 6. It's a bad throw. He needed to put more heat on it there. The play is to go for it. 4th and 6 could be the marbles here. And it is almost intercepted. A bad pass, a horrid pass. He had him open, but he underthrew him by a decent amount. So is the fumble from Dalton Stroman going to come back to bite us? I don't know if that's really the thing that comes back to bite us as much as it's the turnovers from, oh my goodness, let's not do this right now. The turnovers from our quarterback this game. Really don't feel like a quarterback should be able to completely change everything about the play and still just completely go off on there. And that's going to be a good TFL. 3rd and 2 coming up. This has really turned into an excellent game so far. What is going to be the answer? And Mike Mayhew, he gets the tackle broken, but we still get the TFL. It's just going to bring up a 4th down. Try a read option right out the gate. And that's going to be a good run for Cameron Peoples as he's going to get 9. He's up over 100 yards. Well, almost over 100 yards. 41 rushing plays for us today. That's absurd. Cameron's going to get the 1st down on that carry for 3. Can we confuse him with the screen for the wide receiver? Christian Horn's going to get a nice 7-yard gain. All right, that worked out. Anything to kind of give Cameron Peoples a little bit of a break because we are just riding him real hard right now. And that's going to be nothing much. 3rd and 2 now. See if we can do the same thing and hit him with the screenplay again. Gonna be a good play as Cameron's got some space and he's not quite fast enough to outrun him, but he gets 8. and a first down. Question really is do we want to put Nate Noel in here to get a fresh legs? Don't know if I want to. Good run for Cameron. He's going to get 6, stumbling his way forward. He's just had so many carries today. A real workhorse back for us. 2nd and 4. Oh my goodness, he gets leveled. Someone missed a block. Are we going to be able to do it to him a 3rd time on 3rd and 5? And it looks like we should be able to, and Cameron's going to get himself a first down for another 6-yard gain. Definitely still need another first down at least to get ourselves into a more comfortable field goal situation. Just going to get 2 there with Cameron. He's getting up pretty slow now. Under 2 minutes now. Yep, Nate Noel has officially made it into the game. See how he does on the first play, and he gets nothing. That is not good. 1.5 minutes left in this game. And it is almost intercepted. A bad pass to Dalton Stroman. If he would have had a little more zip on that pass, that could have been the thing we needed. And that's going to be a sack and a turnover on downs. Our offensive line did not hold up as we would have had a block. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Is that probably is going to end it. We need a miracle now. And that is not the way to do it, as they're almost getting a first on the first play. Oh my goodness, a great run, breaking 2 tackles and gets the first. I think that's going to pretty much end this game, barring some sort of turnover. Man, a Dalton Stroman fumble on the 1-yard line for us to tie that game is... Oh, actually to take the lead in that game. That's just completely disheartening right there. And this is it right here. They get the first, and that will effectively end this game. If they don't get the first, they'll kick a field goal. We might have 1 play. They're going to run this thing all the way down to about 3 seconds left on the play clock, most likely. We'll see if we can do anything about it here. As we can't. Just completely wide open running lanes, and that's going to end it right there. This was really a game that we could have won. We probably should have won, too. Just really, really unfortunate, really sloppy playing for us offensively. All of those turnovers, couldn't get anything on defense. That just really was the reason that we lost the game. Cameron Peoples played well. He had a lot of yards offensively, but we had a slip up a couple times with Brady McBride throwing some interceptions that were just ill-advised interceptions, and Dalton Stroman fumbling on the 1-yard line. That really cost us the game. We just could not get back into field goal range again. And when we did, we got sacked. It was just unfortunate. Definitely could have won that game. But we're just going to have to learn from that and move on. Looking at our game stats for the game, Brady McBride had 14 for 24 for 201 and 2 interceptions. Sacked again for 5 times. I'm pretty sure he was sacked 5 times in the last game too. So that's just not ideal, especially because we have 5 seniors on the offensive line. So it's going to get real bad next year. Running 33 rushes for 107 yards and a touchdown. Not a great average. Christian Horn, though, on the ground, pretty solid, 6.8 average. Receiving yards just really couldn't get it going at all. And defensively, nobody had more than 5 tackles, which was kind of concerning. 3 TFLs, Ryan Simmons, Brendan Harrington, and Mike Mayhew are really the guys right now. Ronald Clark had a couple tackles there, but no interceptions. That was just unfortunate. Jackson Green ended up getting 1 deflection. Taking a look at recruiting, we've been adding and dropping players because it's been tough to kind of keep a lot of those same players on our board. So after now this into week 3, we're starting to even out with who we still want on the board. Matt Smith, one of those players that we really want. 89 speed. Look at that throw stats. 84 throw power, 88 throw accuracy. This man can even play corner. He can play a little bit of a receiver. He can be a running back. He can really do anything that we want him to be on offense. But I really, really want him to be an amazing running quarterback for us. That would be fantastic. And it really looks like we're leaning towards getting him this year. I mean, we already have him decently locked, and we're gaining on everybody. Next one, Jesse Billings, another huge corner for us. 89 man coverage right out the gate with 93 speed. That'd be fantastic. We're gaining a lot on him too. Hopefully we can get him also. Joel Dowdle, gaining quite a bit each time on him. 91 speed, good coverage stats. Looks like he'd be a solid corner. Could also be a quarterback should Matt Smith not work out for us, but I'm going to hope that does. Another one, Vince Daniel, 90 speed, 78 route running, be an amazing wide receiver for us. And some of these other ones that kind of round it out, Martin Thompson we're losing a little bit in. Brian Gray we're losing a little bit in. Same with Dale Malloy. I'm not really sure who we'll be getting kind of out of these middle core group of guys. I'm hoping we can get them. I'm going to leave them on for another week or so since we're close to being able to schedule our visits. And, you know, depending on how the visits go, we could stay in the race or we could get completely eliminated. So we're going to have to make some decisions to drop these guys to save some points. But otherwise, most of these guys we're kind of gaining quite a bit in each week. So I'm not really needing points yet. So I'm not really hurting by keeping them on there, just in case we're able to steal some of them away, but we'll see how it goes next week. Next week, we'll be going against Clemson, so I'll see you guys in the next one, but until then, you can check out some of these ones.